Okay, do you guys want to do a try-on haul? There's not really a good spot in my apartment to do it, but I have the urge to express myself, and when you feel that urge, you must release it for the good of humanity and your spirit. Okay, let's figure out where to set you up, because I don't want to use a tripod. That's also in my human spirit, is not wanting to use a tripod. This is the most natural place to put you all, but I don't know if it's wide angle enough. 0.5. Okay, let's try it here. This might just be to serve here. All right, I'm relinquishing control and erasing my tripodophobia for the benefit of the viewer. And get your asses ready for, oh my God, the haul of a lifetime. Let me just check something. Okay, great. Just making sure the audio quality wasn't terrible. But we're in for a treat because I went down to Georgetown today. No, not the DC suburb, the Seattle neighborhood, which is the oldest neighborhood in Seattle. It would have been cute if I had actually done this as like a daily vlog and like taken you around, but I'm going to be going back down there next month because I'm obsessed with it now. And I kind of knew I would be. This has been on my list of artist dates for like quite some time now. Because I think when you live somewhere, it's really beautiful to explore places, actually individually, like get your own taste of it, you know, test the personality of that neighborhood for yourself. And I had my inklings, and the inklings were confirmed when I was down there. Delightful neighborhood. If you live in Seattle, go to the Georgetown Flea the first Saturday of every month because the neighborhood is alive and all the vendors are sweet and warm and lovely. And allegedly it's woman owned and run. And I got literally everything from one vendor. Her name was Kylie. I will link and tag her because her supply was just excellent. And before I tried too many things on, one central part of my ethos of style over the last 2 years, which I don't talk a lot about style on my channel. The evolution of my channel actually began with being a beauty guru. Less beauty, more like style, like more like outfit of the days, outfit of the weeks, like that type of thing. When I was in high school, because that's all I really knew. And then I realized, yeah, fashion's not like my top bag. Did I enjoy drawing little sketches of dresses and fashion lines when I was in elementary and middle school? Yeah, so there's a piece of me that does care about fashion. I'm not saying I don't, but I have limiting beliefs and self-defeating beliefs that actually I don't have a good sense of style and I'm not that unique. Hold on. Much better. Ever since I got this haircut, I've been leaning more into my 70s bag, which is the style ethos I was talking about. I don't really have like any sense of like my color palette besides like I don't wear a lot of black. That's kind of my only thing. Like when I think it's because of orchestra. Okay, can any band or choir kids confirm? Like when I wear all black, it makes me feel like I'm going to a dress rehearsal or a concert. And it's not that I had a bad experience at those. It's just that it felt like the business casual of high school. Like it always felt kind of conformist and bad. So I lean away from black. I just don't think I look that good in it. But when I wear black, people respond well to it. And actually when I got this haircut, I was wearing a black turtleneck and some black Everlane pants. And I went in there and the owner of the hair salon literally was like, I will, if you can believe this, he was like, if you will let me dye your hair white, I will buy you a pair of knee-high, like thigh-high boots. He was like obsessed with me. He was like, I want to make you into like cyber goth. He like thought I was goth. And I was like, no, I'm literally wearing Nike shoes. There's no way. I was like, this is just the one day I happened to wear all black and you caught me on it. But he was like obsessed. I don't think I'll be dyeing my hair white unless I get 1,000 likes on this video. No. I don't think I'll be doing that because it'll ruin my curl pattern more than it already has been damaged by dyeing my hair so much over the last few years. In any case, when I got this haircut, I was like, damn, this is like a 70s rocker moment. Like it's a lot more forward in terms of my sense of style than any other haircut I've ever had before. Last year, this time in the spring, I got my Meg Ryan cut. It was like super short, little bob, curly. It was kind of blonde. And then I was like zooming into the 90s, okay? Because Meg Ryan is 90s. Now I have the 70s cut and I'm like, let me lean back into the 70s because I don't do like kitty color analysis. I don't do any of like those types of styles, but I do really identify with decades. And I like to do a lot of vintage shopping. I appreciate the textiles from back then. I like thrifting, but I find with thrifting, sometimes you end up with just like cheap materials, like cheap polyesters. It's hard to determine as just like an amateur, layman's person, like if the fabric is actually good. So I do appreciate supporting like vintage curators. Like I love what they do and I don't mind paying $20 instead of $7 for a garment if they spent the time to curate it. Like I actually just don't mind that. I don't. So she had wears that were like super 90s and super 70s. So let's get into it because those are my two decades. I'm a 90s sun and a 70s moon. I don't know what my rising is. I think my rising is probably just like this year right now, like the Find Me Now Lisa Says Got, like that's probably like my rising maybe. Like this is an Everlane sweater, Zara pants, like just like the current era is probably my rising. So let's get into it. Okay, you can see my nipples through this shirt, which is illegal for the nipple. It's fine. I just didn't want to cause a jump scare for any of you that are sensitive, but I'm going to start while I have this base layer on, which if you live in a cold climate, get your ass a Uniqlo Heat Tech shirt, turtleneck, leggings. That's the way I live through the winter. If it's under 50, I'm wearing Uniqlo Heat Tech and then I'm never cold because I enjoy being outdoors as long as possible. Never bad weather, only bad clothing. Clearly I had a lot to say. Okay, so this is the first piece that I grabbed. It is this amazing vest. And I also appreciate intentional shopping. So when I go out, I have a list on my phone of drip. Like drip I'm trying to get. Like after this trip, now I'm looking, I need to get denim cutoff shorts in a light wash and a white. And I want like the mom cut where it's like at the waist and it goes out. Like Joanna Spicer, love her. Joanna Spicer, style icon, I love her style. Okay, so I got this little, like, I don't even know what I would call this, woven vest. It's from Halsey collection. It's 75% cotton. And it was an extra large, but vintage sizing is so weird you can never go buy it. So yeah, clearly vintage. Like this isn't something from Forever 21. Okay, now get ready for this. Right? Like, okay. The versatility, something I also look at is the versatility. There are several garments that I have where I can only style them one way, and that's a problem. I want to get maximum wear. I'm obsessed with this. Not only does it look good unbuttoned, it also looks good buttoned. Maybe just one. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I bought something like this from Uniqlo. It wasn't like this at all. The cut was the same, where it kind of hung off the shoulder a little bit, and it was a vest, but it was knitted. And I was like, ooh, I want something like this, but I returned it believing that I would receive something more perfect for me. And this is so perfect. I'm gonna see Boy Genius, Steve Lacy, LCD Sound System, Tori Moi. Who else is on that lineup? Anyway, I'm going to Reset, which is this really cool new concert series in the Bay Area. And I'm definitely going to wear this. Like maybe even without anything underneath it. That's the thing. I could wear this braless. I could wear this with a little bralette. I could wear it with a swimsuit. I could wear it with this. I could wear it with a turtleneck. I could wear it with a t-shirt. I even wore it like over this sweater and it didn't look bad. Does it provide any warmth? No, but it provides kooky yukiness. And that's another thing with my style. I really encourage you is to find the words that suit you. And something I look for is like kooky yuki, embroidered. Do I stick with the vest theme? I think I stick with the vest theme. The next vest I got, so this is like, I don't know what decade I would put this as. I'm gonna go 70s, right? This feels 70s to me. Okay, so it goes with the hair. I'm a 70s gal. Boom, 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 boom. I'm obsessed. Here's the back, just like a little tie. Okay, so you can make it cuntier or less cunty. All right. Get ready for this. I saw this on the edge of the rack, and I immediately, when I first got to Kylie's stall, and I was like, first of all, Kylie's vintage is called Boss, and I think it's an acronym. I don't remember. Sustainability and size inclusive were two of them. I don't know what the O and the B were. But anyway, saw this on the end of the rack, and I was like, are you kidding me? And immediately bonded over it because I was like, who doesn't want to look like an elementary school teacher? Maybe you don't, but that's part of my style ethos. The kooky, the embroidered, and I want to look like my 9th grade bio teacher. I've always wanted to. I always will. So I was obsessed. I was like, this is giving. Tiffany Ferguson mentioned Miss Honey in her Kibby video that she just did. And I'm like, yeah. Like, when you're picking up a piece of clothing, you want it to make you feel like that. You want it to make you just feel so euphoric that it matches your sense of style and what you want to present yourself to the world. And there's most days I probably just wear something that I'm like, about. The outfit I was wearing today makes me feel so elegant and 30 years old and like just tall and like graceful. This makes me feel like, summer camp counselor. I'm in the craft room. I'm gluing popsicle sticks. And again, I could wear this without anything underneath. The pencils, come on now. Like, this is so unique. I like to dress most of the time in basics, and then occasionally I'll have like a hot air balloon knitted sweater. Okay, and then I'll have something like this, you know? But you need to have a lot of this to have this, I feel, because this would be hard to match with like another pattern. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I've only buttoned one button and I'm just like, this is so fucking cute. So this is 90s, right? This is 90s. This is my sun and this was my moon. You see how that works? But they're both vests. And when I went into this vintage trip, when I was last thrifting in Santa Rosa, California, I really wanted to find a vest, but I didn't. My friend found a really cute knitted one, like not with this, but just like a little knitted sweater vest. And I really loved it. And I was like, I need to find a vest for myself. And then bada bing, bada boom, I showed up and I got not one, not two. This is a gift, but I'll wear it until I give it to my friend. But 3 vests. Here's the back. Okay, here's probably where I button it most of the time, this like middle button. But can you imagine this? Me down by the lake wearing this, you know, over my swimsuit. I have a pair of like, maybe it is jeans, but maybe it's a little mini skirt. Maybe it's a long flowy skirt a la your kindergarten teacher. Like, it's just divine. I think it's divine. I do. And this was, let me give you prices. This was $28, which I'm like, that's decently priced. Do we want to see this at like 10, 15 bucks? Yeah, we do. But you have to consider you're paying for the labor of the vintage curator and they need to make a living, okay? So I'm like, and I've seen vintage go a lot worse. Like much love to my New Yorkers, when I was vintage shopping in New York, I was fucking scared for my life because I could not find anything under like $60. Like, guaranteed, if this were New York, and I've only been to New York once, so this is a strong opinion loosely held, but I feel like this would be $60, $60 hairs for this little garment, okay? Seattle, 27 or whatever the hell I just said. This is, there was no price tag on it, so she said like 27 or 28, and I was like, yeah, because I'm gonna wear this like easily. This is gonna be the top of the summer. I'm gonna wear this 10 times and it'll be $2 per wear. Okay, final vest, 90s again. Do you get what I'm saying? And I went thrifting, vintage shopping at Mars vintage in Berkeley, and they organized their whole store by decade. So it was so easy for me to shop there because I was just like, boom. Oh my God, I got the most beautiful dress that I was wearing in my latest podcast episode, number 4. I got that from that vintage shop in the 90s dresses rack. Okay? Because Lindsay Rem is another one of my style icons, and she's very 90s as well. So I know what kind of dresses to get to look more like her. Okay, so this is a Lebanese top. Obviously. So it's not for me. It's not for me. I know it belongs to a lesbian, and that lesbian is my best friend Cam. So they will be receiving this from me. I Snapchatted it to them and was like, this would look so amazing on you, like without a shirt. Sorry, my friend is sexy, and I'm like, this would look so sexy on you. Without a shirt. It's like very mask and fun, and like I just know that it would just like suit them. I love it, but I know it would suit them more than it suits me. So I Snapchatted them. Initially they didn't respond, and then when I went to get a bite, they were like, yes, 100% get that for me. I need it. And it's vintage 90s Gap, like so perfect. I want to wear it camping. I just think it's so fucking cute and it fits so fucking well. This is like not how I'd style it. I would put it over a pair of overalls, but hold on. You're seeing a lot of me right now, but like, come on now. This is like little lumberjack fantasy. Like, you see, if you're gay, you see a girl at the club wearing this, you're gonna go cuckoo bananas. I'm sorry. You just are. Because I'm the expert on sapphic sexuality. And you just are. It's so good. Okay, this one was also 27. Little pocket. Oh, like, it just makes me mad how good it is, okay? So, this was a gift. Also, my neighbors are literally having sex right now, and they're probably listening to me talk about my favorite thrifted vests. Wait, guys, I actually have one more vest that I forgot. You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. Kooky-ooky, embellished. This one's not, it is a little bit embroidered. Like, it is all those words. It is 90s. On the tag, Kylie literally wrote, "You need this." And I was like, yeah, I do. It's not a choice. It's like happening. Oh my God. Wait, there's like literally so many buttons. I'm like, which buttons are the buttons? Okay, yeah. Come on, this and a pair of like little mom jeans shorts in the summer. In the winter, turtleneck. It's absurd. You need a little bit of fun in your life, okay? All right, next, okay, this one is also like 28, I think, from the brand Juju. Okay, now we're re-entering the 70s. Ooh, yeah. Okay, the cut of this is goo goo gaga. Like, when have you seen a t-shirt cut like this? I'm sorry. Makes my boob look so good. Cause that matters, cause they're an accessory. This is also giving summer camp counselor with a whistle. Guys, stop running, you know? And I'm just wearing a pair of like little fun, sexy sunglasses and a pair of white cut off, like frayed shorts. This one is not as versatile as the others. I'll give you that. But actually, if I don't want, Lake Chelan is a place in Washington, so it's kind of a vibe, and like the t-shirt is so soft. This is like relevant, but if I wanted to, I can reverse it. Flip it and reverse it. It's your it's your I have to cut the tag out, but you see, like this is like Greek goddess from Hercules cut shirt. You know, I could tie it up a little bit. Wait, it's actually really cute tied. Like, I want to wear this to a concert. I want to wear it at the lake, of course. Like, it's just so important to have things. Obviously, this is all like summer. This is not transitional really, but the other pieces are very transitional into fall. Maybe not winter, but like fall, spring, the shoulder seasons. I just don't have enough of a summer wardrobe. And or my summer wardrobe was very like minimalistic, like very simple. I didn't have a lot of like standout sexy little things that I like to wear. Not that like vests are super sexy, but I think they're kind of sexy. And I think this little top is kind of sexy and I'm really excited about it. Last item. Okay. I just looked and this is my little 90s dress. I'm always surprised by vintage sizing. Like this is actually really tight on my chest and I don't have big boobs, so I don't understand who this was made for. And at first I thought I was wearing it backwards. I don't think it's exactly my size, but the way it's cut, it has this seaming right here that just gently pulls it in at the waist. And I could wear a belt around it too if I wanted to make it like more snatched, but I think the whole point is like a little flowy number. And I just love the way that this hangs. I don't think the print is like the best print I own, right? But I think it's just like 90s and I think it'll age well and I think it's timeless and I think it'll be really fun to style this. Yeah, like wearing it with my hair up. Fun. Like I'm making dinner outside, I'm plating the persimmons. So yeah, this is my final piece. This one was the one I was like, oh, but I just didn't know if I was gonna find another 90s dress that like fit me like this, because this is just exactly what I want. And I do feel like I can put something over this, like a little top over it. This would go really cute with like a cardigan. So comment down below which piece was your favorite and give me your big 3 decades. So your sun, your moon, your rising. So sun would be like your main decade. Your moon would be like your secondary decade, and then your rising is like the decade people would probably clock you as if they didn't really know more about your style. So comment that, and also comment what's on your style wish list. Like, what are the items? Are you trying to thrift a pair of overalls, a cute jumper, a sweatshirt, a rugby shirt? What's on your list? I want to know. And I hope you enjoyed this little departure into Katherout's style world, because occasionally I will get questions about my style. Occasionally I will. And I think the more I pretend that I don't care about my style and that I don't have anything to say, I think the more it's just like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So following my truth and pulling out the camera today, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time in Katherout.